Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about a topic that's not very common or it's not very spread throughout the world. It's something that I just discovered a few while ago. To be honest with you guys, I already knew about this, but I didn't think that was what was happening to me. The reason why I want to film this is because I know that there may be other people feeling the same way that I did. I want these people to know what's going on and what you can do to stop feeling that way. So that's why in today's video I want to talk about energetic parasites, and I also want to talk about how to get rid of them. But first of all, I want to let you know what they are so that you know if this is what's happening to you or if this resonates with you. Energetic parasites are literally like bacteria. You can see them only in the energetic, in the etheric realm. If you get to see them, they're like black and they look like octopuses or something like that. Some of the people say that they can have fur like a black cat or something. I just want to clarify that I'm not saying anything wrong about these animals. I love black cats. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what they look like. The thing is that sometimes you don't need to see them in order to know that they're adhered to your body. These parasites are attracted to you if you have these fears or bad habits that feed them. There's some people who can feel them in their neck, or there's like other people who can feel them like in their back. For example, with me, I was, and sometimes I still feel it, and I feel like there is something, a heavy thing that I carry on the backside of my neck. Even though, like I utilize chairs that are ergonomic when I work or when I'm sitting, I try to stand up straight and be good. You only feel something, but you can tell what it is. I want to clarify that we're not victims. We allow them to adhere to our bodies because we decided to keep having these bad habits, having these fears that we are not working on. And what's crazy about them is that they actually grow with you over time if you allow them to be in your life. They actually drain your energy. They keep feeding themselves with your fears and bad habits and all these things. So you may know already how to get rid of them, but I will still talk about it. You can tell that you have one of these energetic parasites when you have a problem with something. For example, you can stop binge watching TV, you can stop binge eating and all these things, and you find it very hard to let go of these habits because it's something maybe you've been doing for like years, or even like sexual compulsions and all these things. If you see everything with the filter of sex, for example, and you start sexualizing everything, that can also be an energetic parasite that's not letting you live a good sexuality. And I'll tell you really quickly the way you can cut them off and you can have them stop feeding from your energy. And this is simply by letting go of these habits. And I know it sounds like very obvious, but that's the hardest part because you have to decide to stop feeding this energetic parasite that's been there for a long time. It doesn't mean that just because you know this information, you are gonna stop having these habits overnight or whatever. But what I mean by this is that you have to stop doing these things. And what's gonna happen is that these parasites will decide to leave you and will decide to go away because they can't feed from you anymore. They're like parasites who are looking for the right person who's gonna give them what they want. So if you stop, for example, binge watching TV, binge eating and all these things, they won't be able to eat anymore. They won't be able to drain your energy anymore. So they'll decide to leave you and look for another soul or another person that's capable of feeding them. And it sounds crazy, but it is what it is. So for example, if you can stop binge eating, you're gonna stop going to the gym, things that are the opposite of what you're doing that's not good for you. And that's obviously step by step because this parasite, it's also like grown with you. But also other things you can do, you can utilize the violet flame. I already talked about the violet flame. I have a video about it. I've been mentioning the violet flame a lot, but it's because it's amazing and it's something that if you utilize in the right way is gonna give you a lot of power. If you do like meditations with the violet flame, if you call upon the violet flame, it's definitely gonna help you transmute anything that's just distinct to love. It's gonna assist you with all these things. For me, it was like I recognized I had one of these parasites right on the back of my neck because I had these I have this feeling like I had a weight or something. I was lifting away with my neck, or I don't even know how to explain it, but you can feel it. And then you can tell that it's something beyond just like stress. Now that you recognize them, you can even like massage yourself. This is one of the things that I've been doing, massage yourself with the intention that you're letting go of this thing and that you are transmuting this thing. And also you can imagine the violet flame at the same time while you are doing this massage. Another thing is that these energetic parasites can adhere to your chakras if they're unbalanced or if they're overbalanced, because it's not only about having your chakras unbalanced, but it's also about not having them overstimulated. That way is a problem anyway. Something that I noticed, for example, because I just moved to this country, so the thing is that I noticed that I started like having this pain and I started like having this tension right on the back of my neck right when I came to this country. So the thing is that I realized that it can be also related to my throat chakra, because even though it's on the back, it's still there like attached to my chakra. If you see me, I love talking, I love doing a lot of things, but for example, for me, it's even a challenge to have to speak in a different language, or it's challenge to have to interact with people that are just different to what I'm used to see. This really opened my third eye, but the thing is that my throat chakra was a little bit affected by this situation, because you know, I felt like nobody was gonna understand me or nobody was gonna like resonate with me, and that's something I've been struggling a bit with. But once you recognize what's going on, you can let go of that. I'm already in that process and I've been noticing a lot of improvement, and that's great, and that's what I want you to do, because once you recognize the problem, you can start working on how to fix it. And that's awesome. That's why I'm sharing this as well. For example, if they're like very close to your head, like if you feel them here or even on your forehead, that energetic parasite is covering your third eye, your pineal, and your pituitary glands and all these things, because they're there to not let you see the etheric world. They want you to stay stuck in the material world. That's crazy, but there's always a way to get rid of them. You can always cut their energy and let them go, because you are the one who's responsible of yourself, and you are the one who's responsible of your own frequency. They're only parasites that you can kill by doing this work that I'm telling you already, by breaking these bad habits, by meditating, by working with the violet flame, because they're like guests. So you'll realize that after you kick them out, they'll go, because they're gonna look for somebody else. Another way to realize that you have an energetic parasite is by, if you realize you're having issues with a virtue that you can just like manifest. For example, it's very hard for you to think that money is abundant and that there's a lot of money. You can tell that it is there. There's an energetic parasite that's covering one of your chakras. That way you'll know where to work on. Like I said, this may take a while. It doesn't have to be overnight. It can take you months, it can take you years, depending on how big this is, but you got this. And also, I just want to let you know that you're doing great, and thank you for watching this type of content, because I can tell that you're a person who wanna improve, and you're a person who really wanna contribute positively to this world, and that's amazing. I'm really proud of you, and I love the people who watch my channel. Thank you so much. I love my community. I love resonating with you, and I hope I could, you know, like touch your heart somehow, because that's the purpose of this video. You are awesome, and you are in control, because you are God, and we are God. We're just one, but we have the power. You just have to choose to do the right thing, and I know you are, because that's why you're here. So thank you guys.